How's it going, everybody? We got a little bit of a different style video today. Actually, I had the privilege of going on a work trip for work. I decided, why not take you guys along the ride with me? You know, to get a little bit out of the comfort zone, I was gonna bring you guys along, take you through the airport with me. We're flying out from Charlotte Douglas International Airport, my home airport, and flying out to downtown Dallas. And it's a really cool opportunity for me because we're going through Dallas-Fort Worth. And one thing that is in Dallas-Fort Worth is a Capital One lounge. So I'm gonna cut to some footage from my little mini vlog that I put together. I did carry my camera around throughout Charlotte Douglas International Airport. It was really cool. I did meet some really cool people. I did get some nice B-roll footage throughout the whole place as well. So I hope you guys do enjoy. And after that, we're gonna get into the Capital One lounge in Dallas. And as a spoiler alert, we'll get into it later in the video, I did have one of the craziest interactions of my life in that airport, in that lounge. And it wasn't all good. It was not all good. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into that video. Testing 1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? Whoa. We are really, really bright here. Yeah, so we're here in the airport. I didn't think that I was gonna have enough time to record anything because I was actually running late for my flight. But here we are, and the flight was delayed. So ended up working out in the end. And we're gonna hopefully get some good footage for you guys. Everything is paid for by my employer, including the hotel. I believe they rented out the entire hotel for us and the vendors. It's gonna be really cool. Hopefully, if the flight makes it in one piece, we know what's been going on recently. It's gonna be great though. And now I gotta find a spot to chill for the next 2 hours. Yeah, my flight got delayed by a whole hour. But for some reason, we're landing 2 hours later. So I don't know how that's gonna work out. But here we are. And by the way, I'm not using my typical lens. So if anything looks different, I apologize. This is a new microphone too. And there's some weird noises all around me. I don't know what's inside the walls here, but hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. And we're gonna see what happens. Appreciate you coming along for the ride. This is actually where I was chilling at earlier before my flight got delayed. I don't know if they're gonna let me back in. Maybe find a new spot. I'm a nomad right now. Got no home.
On the vlog, bro.
On the vlog?
Yeah, what's up,
Yes,
vlog?
sir. Yes, sir.
Subscribe, bro.
Yes, thank you. Hey, we got some nice people out here in the airport. Come to Charlotte, it's the way to go. I'm just wandering around, honestly. I got a long way to go before my flight. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what's going on. We're just out here meeting some friendly people. The club didn't want to take me back. Nah, I just didn't go back in. I felt awkward. I got social anxiety. I'm out here holding the camera. Social anxiety, I can't go to the same place twice. It's the same guy that was at the reception counter. He would be like, hey, what are you doing back here again? Nah, I'm just gonna wander around on the complete opposite side of the airport to where I'm supposed to be. Because, you know, I got a whole 2 hours to go. Apparently, there's supposed to be a brand new Delta Sky Club here at the Charlotte Airport. Hold up. Next to the mother's room. Yeah, they're not going to let me in there, though. I believe to get into a Delta Sky Club, you need the Delta Reserve or the American Express Platinum. I got the Venture X. I'm on the wrong team. I don't know why I'm walking back this way. Honestly, I'm going to the complete opposite side of the airport again. This is where I just was when I started the video. I started recording over here. I walked in a circle. Guys, I'm in shambles. What time is it? It's currently 11 o'clock. My boarding was supposed to start at 11:01. Now I'm not boarding until 12:30. So we're just out here in the airport. The same cleaning lady I'm walking by again. I'm like walking by people, making eye contact with them. I'm not gonna be the one to make it awkward. It's not me. Let me know, do you guys pack lightly for your trips whenever you go out? Because honestly, I don't know what to pack. I'm packing my bag and I got like way too much clothes. I feel like I get too much underwear, I get too much socks. I get like 4 pairs of pants and I'm only gonna wear one of them. Ooh, this lighting is kind of weird. I apologize if I look orange. But I get way too many clothes. I'm only gonna wear like 2 pairs. I gotta wear my uniform as well, so I can't even wear all the casual clothes that I brought. But yeah, let me know. How well do you guys prepare? My girlfriend's actually really good whenever we go traveling because she brings these things she got from Target, like travel size, like things for like hair conditioner and shampoo and stuff. I just use whatever she bought. But if I was by myself, I don't know if I'd do it. I think I'd probably just bring a toothbrush, maybe some toothpaste if I had it. I did bring floss. We're gonna get up to the Delta Sky Club and see if they're gonna let us in. They're not gonna let us in. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. What am I doing? This looks pretty cool. Coming up on a whole wing. Look at that. Delayed by a whole hour. We're getting there 2 hours later. This whole side of the airport is a lot more chill. There's like no people over here. It's kind of cozy. Oh, look up there. Coming up on the Delta Sky Club. Can't get into that place. It looks really nice and secluded though. When I was in the club earlier, it was a lot more confined. It was small, there's no room. That's a whole... Hey, yo, hold up. Maybe I need to get me a Delta Reserve card. It's all right, because when I go to Dallas, you know what's in Dallas? They got Capital One Lounge. And that's something that I could use my Venture X to get into. Definitely gonna try to get some footage of that depending on how busy it is. I wanted to get some footage earlier at the club, but it was so crowded I couldn't even find a seat. And like I said, I got social anxiety. I couldn't do it. We're gonna see. I'm actually really excited to go see that because I've seen some footage inside that lounge and I'm sure it's gonna be really nice. We're gonna get the exclusive scoop for you guys here. I'm gonna start making my way back to my side of the airport. Not waste any more time because it's 11 o'clock now, but time flies different in the airport. Time flies different when you're at the airport. It's 11 o'clock at one time. Next thing you know, it's 3 o'clock and you missed your flight. And I don't want to be that guy, especially on a work trip. They're gonna fire me. So we're back. I know it's a little bit later. I'm actually at the hotel. Just got back from a whole event all the way down at the bottom. We're in Dallas right now. I can actually show you the view. It's pretty nice. In my hotel here. It's all right. You know, we're up on the 18th floor. You can see the whole city. Well, most of the city's actually back behind me. It's a really, really big city. So it's hard for me to see the whole city if I'm facing all the way on the outside. No, I'm pretty beat. It's a pretty long, hectic day. Reason I didn't get to you guys sooner actually is because there's so much stuff going on. You guys remember at the early, of course you remember because for you guys it just happened. Flight got delayed by a whole hour. The flight there getting delayed a whole hour, it was because there was a storm, all right? And we were trying to avoid the storm, and in doing so, we had to take the long way. We had to like fly around the whole storm, so it added an extra hour to the flight. On top of that, there was really strong winds outside of Dallas. So when we're trying to land, they kept saying we got to do a circle around 20 more minutes because it's too windy for us to land. They did it like 3 times. They ended up in the air for an extra hour. So the total travel time ended up adding on a whole 2 hours to what it was supposed to be. And we're supposed to meet up and register and get checked in for like this event at 5 o'clock. We ended up getting to the hotel that we're supposed to do for the actual event at like 5:30. So we already missed like the whole intro 30 minutes that we were supposed to meet up for. So yeah, didn't have much time to talk to you guys because we were getting just shuttled around everywhere all throughout the city, and it was pretty cool, but it wasn't pretty cool and I'm tired. But yeah, I probably won't do too much vlogging because I'm gonna be doing this whole work thing. It's really a work trip after all. And I'll probably update you guys at the end of the trip when we're flying back to Charlotte, because that's where all the fun stuff happens at the airport. I actually had a really decent time at the airport, you know, in Charlotte, outside of like the delays, just walking around. It's nice. I heard some people complaining that the Charlotte airport was too big. I'm like, you probably haven't traveled too much, because Charlotte's actually not too big. Yeah, enough rambling. I'm gonna get some sleep. It's 7:30 here, but it's actually an hour behind from when I normally am. Right now, for me, it feels like it's 8:30, and I actually go to bed pretty early. I go to bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock usually. I'm tired. We're gonna sign out. So guys, it is my last day in Dallas, Texas, and I wasn't expecting to do this video at all anytime soon, because I've been pretty inconsistent. One of the things that I haven't done for you guys is consistently post. You know, I've been a busy work schedule, busy school schedule, trying to do my best to put out really good content for you guys, and I'd rather not like jeopardize the standard that I've sort of set for myself to just force feed you guys like different pieces of content. I know this video is going to be kind of all over the place, so hopefully that's a good change. If it isn't, just let me know. Trying out different things. But in Dallas, it was pretty fun. They say everything is bigger in Texas. The view absolutely is great. I have very little time to talk about this because I'm supposed to be downstairs 28 minutes ago to eat breakfast and check out and everything. We have a meeting in 30 minutes now, and I still haven't done any of that. My suitcase is packed. That is what the camera is sitting on top of right now. But overnight, guys, you guys have done the impossible. We're at 1,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you all so much. It's actually insane because, like, looking at that same page, not even like scrolling down at all, the last video that I posted, there it goes. Last video I posted was 44 days ago, almost 45 days ago. I know I've been really inconsistent, and I know just busy work schedule, busy school schedule, doing everything all together. It's sort of hard to put out good content. I've set a standard for myself that I don't want to jeopardize. And when it comes to you guys being so supportive, I say this and I mean it, this community that we have in this area, not even just like with my channel, like across the whole space, like I've seen so much support, so much engagement in the comment section. It's really nice. It's really good to be a part of, and I'm glad that I am a part of it right now as well. And I'm happy to have you guys supporting me. It's really nice. We're at 1,000 subscribers. That's crazy. It's like, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And we'll see where it takes us from here. I gotta go. I'm gonna do probably a dedicated video on hitting 1,000 subscribers sometime, very soon. But for now, I got this work meeting that I gotta go. I hear people walking outside the room because everyone's already going down. Some people are late just like me. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna try to film some content at the Capital One Lounge here in Dallas. It is very far from my actual gate where I'm supposed to be. And like everything is bigger in Texas, the airport is also massive on the map. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna try to get some content for you guys there. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. And yeah, that is all of the footage that I have of the Capital One Lounge, which is really unfortunate too. Getting into the Capital One Lounge in Dallas-Fort Worth, the lounge itself was beautiful. The staff was incredible. They were super friendly. I walked up in there with my friend. It was interesting too because we had me with the Venture X getting us into the Capital One Lounge, and my friend that came along with me on this work trip has the Citi American Advantage, the Citi A Advantage Executive World Elite MasterCard, the one that gets him into the Admirals Club. So what we actually did was we got to the airport a little bit early on the way back. He was able to get us both into the Admirals Club, and then I was gonna get us into the Capital One Lounge right after. We get into the Admirals Club, and it's actually pretty packed, so I don't pull out my camera here to get any footage of that. The experience was pretty cool though. We were lounging around. We had a little bit of snacks. I had across the entire trip, I was eating bananas. I was calling them banana bricks all the time. I did get a banana in the Admirals Club, and it was a great banana. After about an hour of lounging around in there, we did head to the Capital One Lounge, which actually wasn't too far. Everything was in Terminal D in Dallas-Fort Worth, which, by the way, that airport is massive. Compared to Charlotte, the airport itself was huge. Terminal D is great because it has all of the lounges in the area, so you don't have to go too far to get between each of them. We go into the Capital One Lounge, and there is a wait list that they put us on for about 45 minutes, but the process itself was so smooth. I gave them my number, they gave me a text message whenever we were ready to go into the lounge, and that's what we did. We get the text, we go up the elevator into the lounge, and then we're immediately greeted by the nicest staff in the world. They were like, "Have you been here before?" I was like, "No." They were like, "Okay, cool. Here is what we can offer you." And they walked us to our table, they showed us around, gave us a dedicated seat. So even though it was crowded, it was super organized. All of the food in there laid out was so nice. I had this matcha yogurt chia. I don't even remember what it was called, but it was really, really good food. They had all this stuff. They had from like desserts to sweets to pastries to quick cold grab and go things to like hot stuff. There was lots of food, and then we got complimentary drinks at the bar. I got myself a nice drink too on the house. Why not? It was great. The staff were so welcoming. The environment was so nice. But then something happened. And this actually I didn't even know what to say because I've never been in this situation before. I had said earlier on that I was going to try to get some footage in this Capital One lounge, and I really wanted to because, again, this lounge looked so nice. It was a little bit crowded, so I didn't want to get into too many people's way, and of course, social anxiety. I didn't want to get up in their faces and put a camera in front of anybody. So I told my friend, I was like, real quick, I'm going to go get some B-roll footage. Just not planning on doing too much at all. The way that the place is laid out, they have all the food like in the center, and there's a little mini walkway surrounded by this extra, call it a divider between like the walkway for the food and then some extra seating area all throughout. I stood in the middle near the food area next to that divider, sort of just leaning on it, kind of just like this. And I had my camera in my hand, face down off, and I was looking around. And I was like, this is a really cool shot. I'm gonna get my camera out to get the big logo above the bar had said Capital One Lounge on it. And I was like, I'll just get a quick little B-roll shot of the shot that says Capital One Lounge to show where I'm at. Again, it was a little bit crowded, so I didn't want to pull my camera out and put it in anyone's faces, but I did have my camera there, sort of just like, kind of just like downward like this. It was off, there was nothing in, it was in my hand. And I was just looking up, and there was too many people going by, so I went straight back. Literally not even 30 seconds passed between the time where I told my friend that I was gonna go up and get some B-roll footage, and then the time that I sat back down and was like, yeah, I'm too scared, there's too many people. I pretty much said exactly that. I said, there's too many people around, I'm gonna wait for it to clear up a little bit. Because we were there at like 3 p.m., so it was peak time for everything to be too busy. Within like a few seconds of me sitting down, these two huge dudes come up to me and they're like, what do you think you're doing? I was like, what? My immediate reaction was like, am I not allowed to be filming in here? I thought they were like security or something. They're gonna kick us out. And then I was like, what? I was just caught off guard. I was like, what? They come up to me and they're like, what do you think you're doing with your camera? I was like, I was just gonna get some B-roll footage for my vlog. And then they're like, no, you were pointing it directly at us. I was taken back. I was like, before I could even get my words out, my friend had pitched in, and you're a legend, Mr. Friend. I appreciate you so much. He came in almost instantly and was like, we're in America. It doesn't matter if he's filming you or not. We're in a public area. He has every right to do that. And I was like, I didn't want to escalate the situation by like instigating or making them like aggroing them even further than they already were, because they were aggressive, right? They were raising their voices. They're standing literally like probably within a foot of me, towering over me while I'm sitting down, confronting me about holding a camera. One of the guys was like, it is absolutely legal to do that. And then the other guy who got even more into my face was like, why are you filming us? And I was like, I'm getting B-roll footage for my vlog. I'm not even filming you. And then he was like, no, you were pointing it directly at us. Like they were doubling down. They were aggressively doubling down, confronting me for holding a camera. When first of all, the camera wasn't on. Second of all, my friend is right. It is a public space. Third of all, I'm realizing that these guys are not security. They are in fact just regular dudes who are threatening me, and they're trying to get into my face and intimidate me. And then my heart starts pumping, right? I am getting adrenaline rush. I'm getting like what's gonna happen. I think these guys are gonna pull out like a knife and stab me or something. We're like in the middle of Dallas. I don't know what goes on in Dallas. It's a different area than in Charlotte. A couple people in like tables next to us are starting to look over like what's going on. There's people about to like fight or something. It was crazy, and I'm not like a super confrontational person. Like, these guys are in my face, and I'm just trying to think about how I can get out of the situation without both me and my friend getting shot. I was like, look, I can even show you. I'll pull out my camera. I'll show you. I'm not taking any footage of you. My camera was off. So I pull out my camera. I show him. I'm like, look. And I show him the past footage, and it was the stuff that you guys saw just before this segment here where I'm just talking to the camera. I'm like, look, there's no footage here. I was just trying to get some footage of the environment because it's nice. And then these guys are still just like they look mean, all right? The other guy that was talking to my friend still was like, it is illegal, you can't be filming us. And then his friend was like, let's go. They're like, he sort of like nudged at him and then told him to like screw off because he saw I wasn't even doing anything. And it was really crazy. Like, honestly, like, this was like about 45 minutes into us being there. And for the rest of the time in the lounge, my whole like vibes were like dead. Like, as I was still, my heart was beating. I was like, what's going on? This is crazy. And honestly, like, based on how these guys were like acting, I'm starting to think like immediately I was like, maybe they are doing something shady and I was going to catch them in the act or something. I wasn't even going to film them. I was literally going to film like up above them, but they look, like, I got to respect it. They thought I was filming them and they came up to stand their ground. I can't hate on them for that. It was a really aggressive situation for such a cool experience that it was at the beginning. The place was so nice, and then all of a sudden these guys go crazy for no reason, or I guess for a reason that didn't make sense because nothing actually happened. The camera was off, it wasn't even facing them, and I wasn't going to film it to begin with. Whether they were up to some shady stuff or not, regardless, the whole situation got escalated. They were starting to yell, like, it was crazy. They ended up walking off, just screwing off because they saw that I wasn't filming them. And then me and my friend were like, what just happened? The guy next to us was like, dude, I wish I would have seen the beginning of that because I would have just been like this. Like, I'm like, dude, right? Like, what's going on? And so we were all like laughing about it for a little bit, but my heart was still pumping. Like, I was like, dude, this is crazy. I'm about to die. And as a joke, my friend was like, yeah, when we're leaving, you should just pull out your camera and just start recording them for real. And I was like, no, dude. It was crazy. I was so annoyed too because the lounge itself, again, it was so nice. And I 100% 5 stars out of 5 stars do recommend the lounge. It was great. But unfortunately, I didn't get any footage of it because I was too scared to pull my camera out because I thought they were going to come beat me up or throw my camera on the ground, or I don't even know what would have happened. But yeah. Regardless, the overall trip itself was so nice, and I appreciate you guys coming along with me. I apologize for not getting any more footage of the Capital One Lounge except for the outside logo, because it was really nice. But hopefully you guys understand that I was in a really weird situation where I didn't want to get into any more trouble. But yeah, I appreciate you guys if you made it all the way to the end. If you did enjoy, appreciate you if you leave a like on the video. Do subscribe. We have just reached 1,000 subscribers. Absolutely insane milestone. Again, thank you so much for that. And yeah, thank you for coming along the ride with me. And I'll see you guys in the next one.